we go. We're on. Yay! We're live at last. It only took ages, but hey ho. So we're live. Let's see if we get anybody on tonight, shall we? I may have to move that camera. I can't get in my drawer. I wonder if that will help matters. Okay, see how this goes. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Right, we're just a small piece. It needs to be big around the neck. I won't start talking until somebody pops in. We'll see if anybody pops in. I won't hold out much hope, but you never know. I need to start doing it on here, I think, more than Twitch, because this? Stream stutters. Poor. Why? I'm in. You know what I do about it. Unless somebody's going to give me a free, really good computer. And that ain't going to happen. So, I can only apologise if it keeps buffering, guys. Though it's not showing me any buffering, so I don't know what it means by that. But anyhow, you know, what can you do about these things? Not much. There's now I can do, so I shall just carry on. I am, for anybody that joins me, I am adding fur to my leopard right now. And this is the way that I do my fur. I just find that it gives me the texture that I like for my animals. It will also help me continue to shape the head. I've still got a lot to go on this one. A lot to do on this piece, and then I've got another 32 pieces to go, because in this setup there's a lot. There is 34 pieces in total for this series. Each piece can be bought either singularly, or you can buy them in pairs, whichever you like really. If any sell more than others, then I will probably make more to go with them. And if anybody can hear lots of trot 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 trotting noises, that's my dogs. I can only apologise. I have 5 of the little horrors, and I have a wooden floor, so you can hear them whenever they move. I'm trying to figure out how to do this next bit. That wants to go. Where? Up. I know. I might just keep going. Apologies for anybody that tried to come in and see me at 5:10. Of course, nothing muddling cup, so I couldn't get online. My dogs are now barking in the background, so I do apologise. Joys of having your studio in the house is you hear everything in the house. Hi, Mr. Ruffles. Don't you? You're the gobbiest one out of all of them. Thought I'd dropped something then, but I had not. Oh no. I've got a little bear behind me chewing his bone. I thought, what is that sound? It's Bear chewing his bone. You will no doubt see my dogs popping in and out constantly. As when I'm doing a live, they all seem to want to come and say hello. Don't know why, but they do. Can't really go. All the way up his face. I can actually. Let's just do bits here. And this bit here. Sorry, I know my hand keeps coming in front of the camera, but I have a really rubbish setup. Sorry, nearly swore. I have no room to put cameras or anything. I'd love to have a sort of scaffolding above me so I could put cameras all in the right place, but I don't. Being disabled, I can't build it myself because I can't reach, so it's just I put my camera where I can. I'll probably move it at some point to see if it will help, so just bear with me if I do. What I'll probably do is just shut the camera briefly. You'll still be able to hear me, but you won't have to watch it being wobbled all over the place, if that makes sense. Oh, it's too big. Oh, way too big. Thank you. Try that again. That piece is too big, really. I like to go much smaller with my fur pieces on the face because, because it keeps the fur finer on the face. I've got to decide what I'm going to put on her. You see, my king that I've just done, you can't actually see him at the minute. I should have put him in view. Just sitting where my snake is. What's the matter, Raffles? You needn't start, boyo. Every time I do a live, you start. Every time. What's the matter? Do you want to come and say hello? Huh? You're talking to yourself because there's nobody here yet. Let's see if this is as slow as Twitch. If it is, I don't really know what to do. I don't. Ow! You're scratching your mum. Where did I start on this one? It's down here. God, this cay's getting a bit dry. I might need to give it a spray. I should have done it last night and I forgot. Heating's been on. Central heating always dries your clay out faster, a lot faster. Just going to check that my live is going okay. Shorts. Oh, I am live. That's good. Cool. So I needed to know. I was just checking because last time I did a live, it didn't go well. I ended up deleting it all because it had no sound, which is terrible. I haven't even checked if this is. Let me just check, guys, that I've got volume. Yep, I do. Nice one. Diddly dee 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 dee. Diddly dee 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 dee. I should put some music on in the background, shouldn't I, really? Are you allowed to? Oh, I know what I could do. I know what I can do, guys. Let's get rid of you lot. Let's put on some what's it called? No copyright, that's what I want. Search for no copyright. Music. What's this? There we go, bit of music. Should help matters a bit. Bit of sound in the background. Not that I can sing along because there's never any words to these copyright things, no copyright things. I haven't found a decent music thing up yet. Good old Spotify with its adverts is wonderful. No thanks, wouldn't good for if you paid me. I'd rather cut off my own head. Why an absolute dictator's running the country, I ain't interested. That's what he is. And those that think this wonderful thing are so blinded, have been so manipulated, and now they believe nothing more, and they go on like they're not a cult, yet they wear him on their clothing. God, when he got shot, they all put bloody pads over their ears. How that is a cult, and it's sad. It's not showing respect, it's a cult, and it's sad. He didn't get fucking shot anyway. Fucking puff. He did it so that he'd get sympathy, because he knew everybody hated him. Everybody still hates him, apart from the idiots. Now he took over a sovereign country, had no right to take over, has no right to deal with, no right to run, and now he's threatening other countries as well. Great move for America, that. Isolate America completely. The world will cut it off. And then when they can't ship stuff in, what do? Well, the people will fucking starve. Oh my, that's not pleasant. No thank you. What's that one? God, is there any? Chucking my phone about, guys. Do. What a load of rubbish. See, if I put normal music on here, they'll bloody block me thingy for copyright, won't they? I don't know how people do it. I've seen so many people with music on lives. By the time I've done it, I've got bloody caught. So if anybody's got any tips on how to get decent music that I can play on the background, it'd be wonderful. I was just told to play his copyright stuff, but none of it's any good. I can't find anything that's any good anyway. Certainly nothing I can sing along to. Well, we've been on. How long have I been on? Don't know how long I've been on. Oh, 18 minutes so far. I've had nobody. I ain't got patience for this. I really haven't. Why do I have to? I've been told I'm meant to do these because it builds your thing. If I go on one platform like TikTok, 500 viewers the other day. Crazy. But then I come on here, nothing. I go on Twitch, nothing. Go on Instagram, loads of viewers. And I put up posts to tell people. So it's got like a notice, but I don't understand it how I get none on these but loads on the others. Drives me mad, I tell you, mad. But I've been told to persevere with YouTube because apparently it is better than Twitch for artists. And how true that is, I do not know. I mean, I was told Twitch was the best for your artists, but it hasn't been for me at all. in a minute do these bits, finish this bit that's in my hand, and then I'll start shaping this clay on the face, because if I don't, it'll start to dry too much and I won't be able to do it. I won't be able to shape it. What I do need to do is get up this ear. To do that, I've got to build up this back of his head, you see. And then I need to give her some sort of, either, I don't really know, the king that I've done, he has a, I'll show you, it's like a big robe collar, if you like he's got a cloak on, but he hasn't, because you can see his fur. I can't decide what to put on her. I was thinking either a ruffle or a big collar, like he's got. But I can't decide. I'll put him in view in a minute so you can all see him. I'll move the snake and put him in view, and then you can see what I'm doing. Ooh, there you're making my teeth jump chewing that bone, boy. I'm nearly in his ear. Suppose I could just build the back of his head up and go from there. The swipe up that I do like that is to hold it on, so when I start manipulating it, it doesn't just all come off. Basically, hear that there? Give me a sec, guys. Ooh. I did. Okay, well that's easy, we'll just copy that and I'll do that. There we are. I'll post it then. There we go. Oh, go away, Meta, I don't want you. There we go. So guys, I was just posting that. Probably on at the worst time of the night, knowing me, 5 and 6 o'clock. Suppose people will be having their dinner right now. Still, I'll keep going for now. I'll probably disappear about 7, and I might come back in a bit depending on what I decide to do for the evening. I have not decided yet what I want to do. However, I've got the fur up to his ear now, so I can add the fur on the back of his ear, because I've added some texture and I'm not happy with it. I don't like it. So what I'm going to do is, what I'm doing now, add his fur to the back of his head, like so. Work my way up, like so, like so. If anyone comes on and that music's too loud, let me know, please. as well, because I can't tell from where I'm sat, obviously. And let me know if my volume's okay. It sounded okay on my phone when I just checked it, so I'm hoping so. Right. People have asked me why I do this, what I'm doing now, rolling. I fell upon this technique when I first started sculpting. I did a badger and oh god, I did about 5 attempts on his fur and I just couldn't get it to look right no matter what I did. Don't know why. I couldn't. Everything I did was wrong. So I what you got? Oh, you got your bone, right. I just kept trying to do it with different ways, and I fell upon this way. Can't even remember how I fell upon this way. I think I tried to put in like long stringy bits and that just didn't work at all. It all started to fall off when I tried and it just went wrong. So I think I shortened them and tried this way, and all of a sudden it was, as I started to manipulate the clay with my tool, one of my sculpting tools, it just worked and I was like, ew, I think I found my way. So that's what I carried on doing. So let's add some fur on his ear, a bit thicker at the bottom. What I'm doing here is I am creating, it's a bit small, isn't it? A bit crap. I'm creating a full set of chest pieces, and each animal is endangered. And they've all been chosen in their roles for a specific reason as well. And they'll all have their own names. So let's move this fella out of the way and put my other fella in view. Oh, we might not fit with this. Hang on a minute, I might have to just move my computer a bit. There we go. So, put you there. The first one that I did was the king, and instead of calling them a black and white set, they are called Dawn and Dusk for the black and white. He's from the Dawn set, so he's from the white set, and he's called the Dawn King. Whether I keep all the same names, whether this will be the Dawn Queen, I'm not sure yet. I have not decided. I can't wait to do some of the other pieces though, like the bishops are going to be 2 elephants, which I'm quite excited about doing. I've not done this too big. I might just shrink my pieces down a bit actually. I was saying, oh yeah, my bishops are 2 elephants, the 2 knights are giraffes, and the 2 rooks are rhinos, and then the pawns are all from the same family, and they are all a type of eagle that is endangered. Different types of eagles that are all endangered, so like the Andean condor eagle, the sea eagle, so many different eagles, and they're all the pawns. So I'm pretty sure they're going to be a fun challenge to achieve. I've only done one bird busk in the past, and that was a peregrine falcon that I did. Not really done many birds. I've done a barn owl. You can't see him, he's behind me in the back corner. done a bar now that quite a few people were fans of. I did Peregrine Falcon. What else have I done? Any more birds? I don't think I've done any more birds yet. Oh, I did an ostrich, tell a lie. There you go. See, I know I forget one. I did an ostrich. But she's not like this type of animal. She's wearing a big summer hat. She's sat having a little siesta. Is my ostrich. But every animal that I sculpt in the... I have different series for different animals. For different styles, should I say. So this series is from the Endangered Kingdom, which will be just things, these chess pieces. I have a series, my biggest series, which is Echoes of the Wild, and that is just all animal sculptures. Just your normal, what you'd expect to see in an animal sculpture. And I have talismans and charms. That is ones where they've got little things with them, so they could be holding a paintbrush, they could have a hat on. They've just got little things with them, basically little keepsakes that they're either wearing or holding. I have tamed souls, which is pets. So when I'm not doing an endangered animal, I like to do horses a lot. So I've just done a Suffolk Punch, endangered anyway, beautiful horse. She's sat in the drying room now waiting to be fired. She's going to be waiting a while though, because I ain't got a kiln, as my kiln's decided to stop working. So I'm a bit stuck at the minute on that big part, but what can you do? Don't like that piece, too big. Get in there, you. Stay in there and get. In fact, I'm going to go from the top down like so. Bit big up there, now smaller as I come down. Might have to turn that music down a bit. I think it might be a bit loud. It's right in my ear hole. I hope everybody's having a good new year so far. I have decided that I am going to believe that this is my year for my sculpting. I think this year it will take off. Fingers crossed. Right, so what I'm going to do now is get my tool that I normally use. Now I've got to decide which one I want to use. I have sort of 3 different ones that I use for fur. I have I'll show you the 3 different ones that I tend to use. I've got a feeling it's going to be the soft one that I normally use. If I can, oh, there she is. Where's my measures? So I'll either use this, which is just a spike. I will use this one, which was a favourite for quite some time, but it's actually gone blunt. That used to be really sharp and pointed, but it's actually gotten, see this end still a bit sharp. I don't use this end as much because it's an angle, so, but that one tends to be good for doing thick fur. And then there's this one, which is bendy silicone They're actually used a lot in for pastels and things, for moving the pastels around. Anyway, I like to use them on my clay because they move the clay around really well. Sorry, just knocked my cameras. What I am going to do is just give this a quick spray so she doesn't dry out, because I don't want this clay to get dry yet. I don't want it to be sopping wet, but I don't want it to be dry. And she's been stood all night. And then I'll show you what I do. So on the face, I'm really quite tempted to come all the way down with that, you know, first. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put the rest of his fur on his face, like so. On his nose, should I say. Normally I would underlap this so it would be lapped underneath the pieces above, but I'm coming from the wrong way basically. What I'll do is I'll add these pieces like so. As you can see, and then what I'll do is go from above so it is the right way, look. But and then I can do his whole face, because that's probably going to be the most interesting part for you to watch me do. I would have said I do tend to change direction sometimes with my clay, because it just adds a different pattern in the fur. What I'll do here is go this way, and then sorry, my dog made me jump out my bloody skin then. Tit. You can hear somebody talking, it's his dad, because he's an idiot. Not his dad, the dog. Mr. Raffles is, he talks a lot, let's say. Sounds like somebody's asking him cooking advice. As my other half is an absolute genius in the kitchen. I'd love him to do his own channel and cook on there, but he's not a big social media guy. He's got his Facebook that he uses to keep in touch with a very few selected people. And you won't. I don't think he's interested in doing it. He's not interested in being behind the in front of the camera. I mean, so I do it to try and get my sculptures out there, to try and be seen, if you like. After a long battle with my health, I won't go into it. Everybody that follows me knows what I went through. Found sculpting, and it gave me a new lease of life, basically, and that was that. And I've not looked back since. I started 2 years ago now, nearly 2 years ago. In March I started 2 years ago. Which is amazing, because time's just flown by. And I've not done bad. I've been told by a lot of big sculptors that I've done really well. I mean, I'm talking sculptors that have got extremely successful business, and they've told me that I am way ahead of myself in the sculpting, and the fact that I've been in 4 exhibitions and I've been published in a magazine, that I'm doing really well. But I actually would love to be represented by a gallery more than anything. But to get represented by a gallery, you need to be seen. And that is not going to happen until I get my face in the camera. So here I am, nervous and babbling on about nothing. I don't know how, but I've somehow ended up with a screensaver on my phone and I hate it so much. I need to get it off. I'm not sure how. I thought I actually turned it off and it seems I have not. So there we go. Wait, be careful please. I'll put my camera over, walking into my stand. Clumsy ass. Right, let's go up and over his eyebrow. Right, so put the front here. That will come down and over it. In fact, not up. Let's take that piece out. Guys, I'm not hungry. I'm starving. I don't know why. I don't know what to have. Saw a really nice pasta dish early on that looked amazing, but we haven't got the bloody pasta in to do it. We've got pasta, but not the pasta they used. So that's annoying. Which way to go? Let's go that way. Up there. In fact, let's do it. Oops, let's do it from this side, like that. Let's do it from that way and work our way across his eye, and then we'll do his eyebrow like I have on the other side. Don't know why, but I have not got as big a dent there. I've just noticed. Let's just take some of that back, put it up there. There we go. I need to, I think I must have knocked, when I put this under the sheet last night, I must have knocked it because I've flattened part of his eye. There we go. Sure how I managed that, but there you go. So, over this eye we go. Like so. A lot of people have said, why not I just add like a big lump of clay instead of doing all this through here like this and then just shape the clay. But I have tried doing it in different ways and it just, this is the way that it works for me. So this is the way that I do it. You can't actually see these bubbly bits once I've, you know, done all this at all. Okay. Sorry guys, she's just the horse nipping out. He was just letting me know. The dogs are going to go berserk now because he's gone out and they hate it when he leaves them at night time. Well, they hate it when it leaves any time, but the worst at night time because they all go into like super protective mode. Oh no, Dad's left. Let's all go mental. Raffles, he'll be back in a minute. Behave. Let's do this bit here. Right, that's his bit there that's curled. Oh, I knocked the camera then, guys. Sorry. Right, I'm going to go down here. Oh, I've done that a different way on that way. Right, let's go from here. I've done all his nose now. I keep saying I'm going to start shaping it and then I carry on. Look, this is the problem with doing this. It gets a little bit addictive and you start to forget what you're doing. Not forget, but you get so wrapped up in what you're doing that I'm going to end up just respray this to wet it, to keep it wet. Mishka! I'll apologise for the dogs barking, guys. They'll bark even more when he comes home, so... But, that's miniature dachshunds for you, and having 5 of them, this house is never quiet. It's wonderful. And then they'll all come. It's alright, I'll be back in a minute. Yes, I'll be back in a minute, Mish. You'll be back in a minute, Raff. It won't be long. He's only nipped out. He's gone to Scotty's on the road. Huh? So he's not going to be long, is he? Heck no. Sounds like he's took something over there, I don't know what. No idea. There you go. See? Yeah?
It's not cloud in sky.
Have you got snow, anybody? Has anybody got snow? We have none. But I believe that my mother does where she is. Because I saw a post from a friend today and they had snow. So my mother must have it. Because she lives in the same village, I think. In fact, I'm sure they do. How far do I need to go on this? Round his nose, so that's fine. I am not doing on here. I don't need to do up there. I've put extra clay on the front, so I just need to shape it. And that's it. All I'll do is what I've done on the other side. Just go up the front, like so. Like that. It needs to be a bit smaller. It looks weird when he's got fur like this. It doesn't look like what he's supposed to be. But when you start to stand the fur up, it looks completely different. It really does. Once you start so. So the pieces at the top I'll just do a little bit thicker. Not massively thick, but a little bit thicker. going to overlap these. Oh, at an angle like this. Yeah, I tried to put on just some normal music last time, and I got a message saying you'd muted my whole flipping video because of this music playing in the background. I was like, are you joking? What a load of rubbish. I mean, it's not like I can get permission off the bloody singer, is it? I don't think Johnny Depp's going to message me and say, of course you can use my music, love, in the background of your sculpting videos. Rock on. I mean, it'd be nice. We might get to see the sculpture that I did on behalf of him. I did tag him in the picture, but sadly he's never seen it. So, as an artist, it's rather gutting, but hey ho, you know. I mean, he's a busy man, obviously. He actually works, he actually exhibits with a gallery that would be a dream come true for me. I would love to exhibit with them. I've been told, I mean, one of the people that run the gallery actually said to me, you know, when you've got a portfolio up and running, send us some work and send us a link to your portfolio. But the work that I've done previously, I don't think is their sort of thing. So what I am hoping for is things like this chess set might be, and they may see it and like it. You never know, do you? You never know. I might get lucky. Keep saying it's going to be my year this year. I am quite determined for it to be my year this year. We are due some luck in this house. After going through years, and I mean years, of the battle with cancer, a tumour, radiation disease from a treatment, which destroyed quite a few of my internal organs. I lost my kidney on my left side last year. It would be so, you know, we could just do a little bit of luck, you know. I'm just going to do the back of his ear, and I've got all his fur on, and then I'll just start making his fur patterns in it. May as well, haven't I? Seems I've already started. I should have really done his fur on his ears the other way instead of down, upwards, but it's alright, I can probably manipulate it to do that anyway. Guys, somebody made a noise and I farted a mile away. I don't know. Whatever it was, set Raffles off. It doesn't take much with Raffles. They are very reactive dogs. It doesn't to be honest, really bother me that much. The reason that we tell them to stop is because of we have neighbours. My dream is to not have neighbours. My dream is to move. We have two places that we'd love to move. North, so either Northumberland or Scotland, or Italy. One or the other, I'd be more than happy. As long as we've got no neighbours. I don't want any neighbours. I want to move somewhere where it is just us. Where I can work in peace. Where my other half can enjoy life. Because he's just spent the last almost 19 years now looking after me. I think he deserves a little bit of respite. But until I become successful at this, none of it's going to happen. So this year I'm going to be working my butt off. My daughter thinks that I work too much now. She's seen nothing yet. Because I am going to be working so hard this year. You know, you're not going to get anywhere if I don't work hard. So I can't believe that I've had no. It's crazy. How have I not had anything? Oh, shut up, me about that. He's telling me I'm live.
It all starts with skills. Search skills for life. When you need urgent help, use NHS 911 to go from home to an urgent treatment centre or a pharmacy. Or if needed, stay where you are and get a call from a nurse, doctor or paramedic. NHS 111. Call, go online.
I've just had the weirdest message that I am not going to click on. Which I will do. I may have a delivery arriving about now. Yeah. Moomin. Sorry guys. I apologise. Moomin. 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 Come here. Moomin. Oh, she's deaf and old. Moomin. Let me just give me a second, guys. Moomin. Cookie. Come on, in here. Come on. Hey, in here. Come on. Come on. Shush. Thank you. Oi. Moomin. No. Up. Come on. Up. Up. Come up. Up. Quiet. I can't find anything. I've got a delivery apparently, but it seems like he can't find the delivery because he's taking ages to come to the door. There we go. Bye. Thank you. I'll be back, guys, very soon. I have something I need to do, so I'm going to put that there. And I'll be right back. What I'll do is just turn that one down. Oh, I did that well, did I? Didn't even put it on the screen, look. Come on, get down. And we're back. Oops. Sorry, mister, I didn't mean to knock you. Why have I got that? I'm back, guys. Sorry. Oh, I see. That's why. So that one's making a cuppa. Be right back. Don't need that one. Never use it. Put that. Actually, let's put them on that side, and then we'll put these. How did I just do that? I can't do it now. Being a klutz. There we go. There we go. So I'll put that there. Wait, so nobody can see it. Oh, I've just knocked my little man lot off his dog. Oh, I knocked the other one off his dog now as well. Flipping over. I don't normally put stuff here, so I'm getting used to it. That makes any sense. You stand up, mate, and go. I got these for Christmas. These little monsters. Actually, I didn't get them. I got him for Christmas, and I got this little guy for Christmas. God, he's dead slippy. He's like so soft. It's ridiculous. He's my favourite. I think he's so cute. The other guy, the little blue guy, I don't. You can see him, can you? The little blue guy, you might be able to see him now. He's it feels like my onesie that I've got. He's like teddy bear fuzzy, a baby. I've just got some new things for my sculpting. See, put them in a clay lot and they make prints. They're actually for cake people. But I thought I'd try buy some to try them and see what they're like, how they behave. Because if they work, I might get myself some rollers to use doing certain patterns. That's it. Chuck them all over the floor. I bought this one because I was going to put a pattern on his collar, but I'm not now, so it doesn't matter. But I will test it on some clay. This clay might be a bit wet, to be honest. Let's have a look. Stop chucking them on the floor, Dee. I have to put these in a bag. The dogs are arguing. Well, not arguing, they're playing. Give this a quick test while we're here. So, let's see what happens. Just roll a bit of clay out. This glaze is a little bit wet, so it may not work. But we'll see. So we have this one first. This. Oh, that works well. We have houses, bricks and stuff. Brilliant. Pavings. Oh, didn't do that very well, did I? Should try that again. Yep, that's fabulous as well. This one is quite intriguing because it's wood. Oh yeah, that's going to work well. The wood one probably used quite a lot. That's a little funny pattern. And what's this one? Stones, I think. Cobble maybe. Oh, that's good as well. Spotty dotty, guys. Cool little purchase. cost me like £3 for all 6, and I know that they will come in handy. So they've left some cool little patterns. Didn't really do much of the snowclick, but they've all left cool,
Is that a good size
cool little
box?
patterns. Sorry,
Is that a good size box?
for a sculpture. Actually, yes, it is. Thank you.
It's very stiff.
Thank you. So the other half just brought me a box through. Boxing stuff when I put stuff in for exhibition, and now I've got to try and get this camera right. Right, let's start on this, shall we? So I'm going to start on his. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give him a spray again now, because it's been stood again and it dries pretty quick. I've not got the heating on at the minute, but it is rather, the other half cooking, and that warms up this house. You wouldn't believe how much it warms up the house. What I may have to do is use my, oh no, it's working just nicely. See, so this is what I do. I will
Welcome to a world of infinite worlds. A world
just
of adventure,
go in
possibility, and happily ever afters. It's all waiting
and
for
create
you
the
at
fur.
Disney World Resort in Florida. Book selected 2026 packages by the 31st of March.
It's a slow process.
25% off 14-day tickets and Disney hotels. Offer available most school holidays, including summer.
Um,
Your local TUI store or at tui.co.uk. Selected
but to me, it's very much worth it.
restrictions apply.
So what I might try, the soft, I tend to use the smaller one for really fine fur like this. See, I need to put his nose in. Where is this then? So if I start here, Ew. So there's his nose in. Does that look even? Or is that me? No, that's not uneven, that's why. I need to shape that nose better, I think. It needs to be, actually, he's probably the perfect shape. Take a little bit off this side. Just going to shave a bit off this side, like so. So it's the same shape on both sides. And then what I'll do is just go up there, make sure your nose is in right, like so. Same on this side, like so. Right, now I can do is, so this is his middle area, I would say is there. I'm just going to put a line, a very faint line there, that's his middle, down to there, back up, back down. Let's go slightly higher. Yep, it's better. Nice, cool, curved nose. Right, so now I've got his nose in. So what I'll do now is I'll use this smaller one and put his fur in on his nose, which for me, using this, it's almost like drawing or painting, if you like. All I'm doing is manipulating the clay with my smudger, whatever you want to call it, I'll go above it, create more. What I will try to do is keep it in the same direction as what I'm looking at on my reference pictures. I don't use one picture. For reference pictures I actually use dozens. Usually around a dozen, sometimes in the 20s. Usually more when I'm sculpting a full body. But obviously I'm just doing the head on this one. So I'm actually only using about half a different different ones, should I say, half a dozen different ones. Just to get his features right. I don't do every stroke in the same direction because fur does not lie all in the same direction. Obviously those who do art know that. Hopefully you can see the effect that this is having. I will look on the screen in a minute and see if I can actually see what you can see. Now, where I'm going up in different levels, as you can see, it's it leaves odd little lines. So what I do is I'll go back through so you can't see that I'm doing it in levels, and I'll just add odd streaks of fur. I'm going to start getting bugged, by the way, by my little doggies because it's getting close to a certain time of the evening. So I'll tell you what I didn't put. I forgot to put that I was sculpting a leopard on here, so nobody actually knows what I'm doing, which is wonderful. What I might do is come back on after I've eaten, or I might just go on Instagram. I don't know yet. So I'm just going to smudge this fur into the fur that I'm creating, so I'm not going up a step. Just do that here as well, like so. Same on this side. So it's all a smooth transition from one to the other. So carry on with his nose. Continue to add a fur like so. I know there's some bits on this that I'm doing that you can't see what I'm doing because I have to turn him. I can only apologise. I can't have the count. I need to get one of those I don't know what you call them, things where you put the camera on your neck and then you see basically everything that I am doing, because I think people would like that better than sat like this. My only problem is that I have no idea how to put be right back etc on the screen so you can take a break. In fact, I don't even know if you can do that on here. I don't think you can. I think you have to leave and then come back. Whereas on things like Twitch you can just put a be right back sign up on the screen. People know to come back. So at the minute I'm not pressing in very hard at all. In fact, I'm barely touching the clay with just the tip of the tool, because I don't want him to look like he's got a jumper on. Sorry, I had a cough then. He's got very fine, smooth almost fur on his face. His fur on his body's not overly thick either, but it's thicker than what's... So I've got to turn this way, guys. I need to just do in his nostril. I can't do it without looking. Go, go. So you can see, if I bring the camera just a little bit closer for you, and I hope it doesn't go blurred when I do this. I know at the minute it looks like he's odd all over the place, but once I start blending his fur, he will not. What I might do is come back. If I can hold this in close while I'm doing it, you should be able to see what I'm doing. Look. And when I start to blend these chunks like this, look, I actually just slice them with this tool. If I end up with anything like this hole there, I'll fill it with a bit of clay by manipulating the clay. Like so. So that on his eye here, it comes down. I just need to smooth that bit out there. So his eye, he has his... It's quite blurred, isn't it? Try there. I'll move you out more slightly so you can maybe see better. Mr. Raffles, can you just wait a minute, please? Just want to smooth around his eye. Nope. What I'm doing, look, leaving a very small eyelid. Put that in there. Like so. Make sure I cut his bottom one in as well. I tidy his eyelid up at the bottom though, because it's still a bit untidy. That won't take long to do. See, doesn't take long at all. Smooth out the eyelid where I've got those bumps. Just going to go down like that. That's much better now. The camera moves and I apologise. I'm holding it to do this so that you've got a better view. Now I will make that perfect by using a brush, a paintbrush at some point, but that'll be right at the end when I've done all of his fur. Now if I start doing this and I think his fur looks too thick, I will thin it out. That'll be another process that I'll show you. But right now it's not too bad as I move this down. So you see, I'm not just putting the fur in, I'm manipulating the clay as well. I'm moving it around. See, that hole's gone now that was there. That's no longer there at all. Anybody just come on, please do us a favour, please leave me a like, please follow or and share. I'm on Instagram under deagle2sculptures.co. It's not .co. It's just deagle2sculptures.co.uk. It's a new account because sadly scammers got hold of my old account. I ended up having to start a new account. So I've gone from 1,000 followers to hundreds again, which is just extremely disheartening, but I guess that's why these scammers do this sort of thing. Obviously get joy out of seeing people struggle. They wanted me to pay to get my account back, which I refused to do. Yes, my account is very important to me, but it's not that important that I have to pay money for it. You know, I have accounts all over here: Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, Threads, TikTok. So all I had to do is just tell people, scammer's got my account, that one's no longer open, Instagram useless, so I never got it back because they didn't reply to a single email. So I've had to start a new account. So anybody that goes on my Instagram account and follows me, I will follow back. Unless I think it's a scam account, obviously. And there's signs for that, so. But can you see what I'm doing now, guys? I'd love to be able to let go of this camera, but I've got a feeling it's going to fall over if I do. Let's try it. This is the rough start that I'm doing now, and it is rough. This will be a lot neater. Just going to blend these. Okay. This will be a lot neater as I get more done. My primary aim is to get the fur in. And then what I do is I go back and then add more detail, make sure that it's tidy, etc. I got a lovely surprise off my other half last night, bless him. I'm going to have to tilt this slightly and hope she doesn't tip off. If she does, you'll hear me swear. In fact, do you know what? I'm going to fucking just bear a minute, guys. I'm going to have to move the camera out of the way so I don't knock you over. I'll put you there. I'm going to have to pick it up if I can. so I can do this chin. I want to smooth that out. Make sure our lips nice and smooth underneath. Same on this side. Same on that side. Blend that in so I'm not going up a jump. Like so. So, hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm literally just adding her fur. This process does take a long time. That is a given. However, for me, if you are willing to put the time and the effort in, doesn't matter how long it takes, as long as it looks how you want it to look. And hopefully she will look just how I want her to look by the time I have finished her. I forgot to put that other camera back on, look. Whoops. Never mind, I'm going in a minute. I've got stuff to do, like food to eat, doggies to feed. Still on a but yeah, go. And that's his muzzle done on this side. Question now is, use the back of this lot to smooth out the fur around his lip, just here. I need to add a bit more clay in that bit there. Right, now what I'm going to do is start the fur under his chin. I'm doing this bit under here first because I'm holding him to do it, so it means I don't have to pick him up again once I've done this bit. The hardest bit is going to be doing the actual underneath of the chin, because I can't get the fur to stand that way, so I have to go as well as I can with it. For anybody that listens to me, I apologise for not being a posh talker. I am not posh in any way, shape or form. Most people that doesn't bother, however. It does bother some people. When I did drawings, I found that there was quite a few people that were snotty with me because I wasn't obviously posh enough for them. What that's got to do with my creating, I don't know, but you know, whatever. End of the day, it's their loss, innit? Not mine. yeah, I'm a typical lass from Nottinghamshire. I'm from a place that's called Ollerton. I still keep in touch with a lot of my old school friends through Facebook. Don't go over to Ollerton very often at all. I've got family that all still live out that way, but getting down has not been easy as of late because of my health. When we were planning to go down, I ended up getting this horrendous flipping bug that everybody had, which meant I couldn't leave the house because my immune system is not quite as normal as everybody else's. So when I get an illness, instead of having it for a few days or, you know, a week, the last one I had for like 6 weeks, which was not fun. I need to add a little bit of clay under his chin. There's a big gap under there, look. So what I'm going to do, instead of just putting it in like a normal would, I'm just going to literally shove some under that side and shove some under that side, because I need to be able to scrape it down like that. But yes, I'm just a typical lass from a mining town. Well, it was a mining town when I was a kid, it sadly is no longer. So I've got a lot of old friends out that way. It would be wonderful to see everybody, to be honest. I'd love to see some of my old school friends. My old friends that I used to go riding with and what have you. But at the minute, life is taking over. I'll get to see my family soon. I've not seen my family yet over Christmas because I have a poorly car. However, said poorly car is almost fixed. The maid job's been done now, so it is literally just a case of putting her back together, which is not a little job because they had to lift the engine and everything to get to what they needed to do. So yeah, it's been a kind of time-consuming job that they've had to do. Luckily, my other half is not just an engineer, but she's a mechanic. So instead of paying a good, probably couple of grand at the garage, it's cost us a lot less, even though it still cost us a lot of parts and stuff. At least we haven't had to pay for labour, which, let's be honest, that tends to be where your biggest bills come from. So, right, hey, so that bit's done now there. What I'll do is probably go in at some point near the end and make sure I've got everything in there, that it's all nice and even and there's no untidy bits, but I'll do all that towards the end. So at least I haven't got to do what I do with the orangutan. I made a boo-boo with him because I forgot to hollow him out. Those that don't know, when you are sculpting, you hollow out your pieces like this. She's hollow. I've been in, cut off the base from the head, hollowed out the base, then hollowed her head out. because if you don't, when you put them in the kiln, they go boom, which I found out pretty quick. I had actually hollowed out pieces because I was told just in time, but I didn't hollow them out enough, and quite a few of my pieces went into pieces. However, you learn from your mistakes. So she's now nice and hollow. If she wasn't hollow, she would not stand on this base because she would just crush it, basically. So, but at the minute, as you can see what I'm doing on her face, on this side, it's just all lines, as you can see. But as I start to build her up, it won't look like this when she's finished, put it that way. Just making sure that I get the fur in the right direction on her face. You see, this clay, if I'd have done it really thick, it would have been, I mean, this is not really thick at the back, but this is much thicker. If I'd have done this on her face, she would have probably looked more like a snow leopard, which has a big bushy coat. I actually nearly did a snow leopard as well, with it being white. But anyway, I don't think it was a snow leopard. No, I decided in the end to do the Amur leopard, which is critically endangered, sadly. Breaks my heart. It's so sad to think, it's like the rhinos. So sad to think that one day, because of our human intervention and human carelessness and greed and cruelty, taking up the lands, hunting them for their horns, that they're not going to exist. I find that very sad. I find it more sad that a lot of people really don't care. The way I've always looked at it is, we never got to see dinosaurs. All we get to see is the bones and hear the stories of what scientists have found out. To think that my, I know, say grandchildren could grow up having never get the chance to see a rhino because they're extinct. I think that's pretty sad. I really do. I've been an animal lover all of my life. And that's from everything, from fluffy bunnies to 15-foot snakes. I have a massive phobia against spiders, and I've still had tarantulas. See, it's coming along now. I know it's difficult for you to see what I'm doing, but now here, there's a line there, because it comes, actually I'm going to make it a bit further back there. I'm going to put that, oh, I nearly tipped it up. I'm going to put the line there. That's the back of her hair, that's the front. Because has like a little lip bit that steps out here where the front fur meets the back fur. Fur on her face. I can't wait till this is all smoothed out so you can actually see what she'll look like, which you just don't see at the moment. I suppose it's like a painting, isn't it? You don't quite know how it's going to look until that finished, that last stroke of paint's been put in. Let's make sure his eyes are smooth and give him an eyelid. Push that lip down there. Like so. I have to hold it because the base is not set or anything yet, and I don't want to knock her off the base because that would just be a nightmare. So let's put our eyelid in at the top, like that's way thicker than the other side. So what I'm going to do is smooth her eyelid out there because she's got quite a step there. I need to put a tiny little bit of clay in this corner there. Same in this corner. In fact, I need to lift that fur up a bit so I can actually see. What I'll do is make it nice and thin, like so. Like so. Take this one down. Still got a step there. Look, let's put another bit in there. Right. Just going to cut her eyes into shape. Just bear with me, guys. Just smooth out the eyelids. Dental. Oh, I've got hiccups. It's always handy when you're doing it live, isn't it? So, let's take that eyelid. There we go. One eyelid on that side. Smooth this one out. Take this eyelid down to where I finished it, which is just there, and then there we go. tend to do fine work with these, what I'm using, this tool, because you can't quite get the finish you want with them. However, because I'm far from finished, it doesn't matter so much. I am going to take some of that clay there, just trying to get the right angle on it. There we go. Better. Just smooth it in. There's a big gap at the minute under here, but I will make that smaller at the end, because I will add more clay into her eyes anyway. The clay that I've put in there is just so I can see where her eyes are. That one's slightly lower in that corner. That's better. Sorry, I had her eye on this side was slightly lower on the eyelid than on the other side. I'm just going to add a little bit more clay to that eyelid there. Flatten it out like so. Oh, try not to make a boo-boo while I'm doing it. Right, so there we go. That's nice and smooth. Oh, her gap is not as big. Then what? Where's my tool? I'm just going to use this tool to make a better dip. In her eye, so it matches. There we go. There we go. And then you down there to there. Okay, so let's do the fur on this eye. Without hitting the eyelid, like so. Just try and make this fur look a bit more realistic now. I don't want it all to be sitting in the same way, because that's just not nature's way. Go up to a leopard and look at its fur, it's not going to be every hair lying on the same direction, perfectly neat to each other, same as a dog's fur, a horse's fur, etc. However, she also is quite tidy looking, so we have to make sure she still looks good. So See, she's slowly coming along now, look. You can start to see her forming. So I'll go up her nose on this side. So you go, I've just got to turn her around a bit, and I'll keep turning her out of your view. But it is the only way. Now, going to just change that fur direction there. Under her eye. And do it like that. So she's got some that comes this way, like I've done. But then she also has some that comes down and into the fur. Which is what I'm about to do. And then obviously she has her nose. Now I'm going upwards here. I wouldn't. Doesn't matter because you can't tell which way I've used the tool. You can only tell which way the fur lies by how I I say decorate it. That's not the right word, is it? Direction of flow that I put it in. So oh, that's my dog leaving. I'm gonna have to go in a minute, guys. I need to go and sort the dogs out. I'll just finish this, literally this bit on her nose. Go downwards this way. Just a minute, guys. Like so. I just need to sit under. I should have done her bottom lip while I was under. Why I had all of her and I forgot. Oh. Right. Oh, I should just do this bit because it's easier on me. You will also at times notice bits of balls of clay that sort of look untidy. Don't worry, they don't stay there. I either let the clay dry and just knock them off, or I will go back and blend them in. Depends where they are, basically. So there we go. Now if I catch them on my tool, then I just take them off the tool and chuck them back in the clay box. Got to turn it this way, guys, so bear with me. The fur's in the direction away from you. So right. What I am going to do at some point is make sure this lip here is level all the way around, because just done it. I thought it would take a bit more than that, but it hasn't. I don't want it to be uneven, that's all. It needs to be even all the way around. So we just do these long bits here, roughly, so that they're in place, like so. Like so. Right. Oh, I missed some there when I cheeked up. That's not very good, is it? By actually.
As a business owner in the southeast, you're full of potential. So is your
I'm not in the southeast. I went to north.
So look around you. There's no better time now to invest in a bright young T-level student. They'll inject fresh ideas and perspectives into your business, no matter its size. So go on, try something new. It all starts with skills. Search skills for life.
There we go. See, I'm seeing at the minute some uneven areas where it's sticking up more. All I do is work them and they all end up the same area, but there you go, look at that. See? So she's gone from this to this so far. And I'm going to leave it there, guys, because I need to go and see my dogs and sort my dogs out. So I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you everybody for watching, and I'll be back again soon. Take care everybody, and don't forget, subscribe, like, follow. I'm on all social medias under D Goodwill Sculptures. Okay, take care everyone, bye.